Welcome to Anime Out of Context, a comedy review show where a man completely immersed in anime culture torments his co-host, who is only allowed to watch the shows featured here. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/animeoutofcontext. Alongside over 100 hours of exclusive bonus material, all episodes uploaded to Patreon are completely ad-free, even to non-patrons. Thank you for listening, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Anime Out of Context, the show where I attempt to explain the sometimes weird, sometimes wonderful, but always hilarious world of anime.
And I swim on down a lake of blood.
I'm Sean Rollins.
I'm Remington Chase.
Happy Valentine's Day, Rem.
Happy Valentine's Day. Sean, will you be my Valentine?
What will your girlfriend think, Rem?
You know, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Oh, God. I mean, it's the closest I've gotten in a long time, so sure, why not, Rem? Why not? I do require, though, that you take me out on a lovely date.
Oh, well, of course. I'll take you out on a lovely date. Of course, you'll pay.
Yeah, that's... Hey, dog, that is how most of my dates go anyways.
But I'll contribute to the planning, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'll plan us an amazing date that you pay for.
Fascinating, I see. You know, this also sounds like some of the dates I've been on.
It'll be romantic as fuck, Sean.
Just not for your wallet.
Look, that's not where love comes from, all right? It's just sometimes the cost. It's just sometimes...
I see.
Love is not transactional. However, sometimes transactions must be made in obtaining love.
Oh, I see. And here, I just wanted to know where you're coming from.
Hey, maybe after the date you'll find out.
That's what they usually say, too. I'm talking like I go on many dates. I haven't gone on one in over a year.
Hey, I feel like we can fix that, all right? Look, hey, if you're interested, ladies, just send an email over to
no.
With powdered deer penis.
the gmail.com.
Do not whore out my business email for potential suitors.
Hey, it don't need to be a business email. Maybe it can be business and pleasure.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, Rem, we need to address the elephant in the room, aside from the fact that it is currently Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We're in between milestones.
Yep. Next week is our lovely 8-year anniversary. Last week is 400th episode. This week, Valentine's. It's all just nice and squished together.
Yeah, like, we've got a love sandwich going on right now, and unfortunately, the filling of the sandwich, I'm not going to say I didn't think it through.
Yeah, this is how you hype up an episode, baby. This...
Look, hey,
this is
man.
the way to get the people
we hyped
excited.
It up with some implied... We hyped it up with some implied boy love, and I feel like that, in and of itself, is like a good way to get things started. But no, Rem.
Well, does the show we're covering have any boy love?
No.
Just like all the anime, we imply boy love, but we don't give it to them.
Oh my God, you are so right. Except for when we do, and it's problematic, or when we do very rarely, and it's actually good and interesting and fun. Or where it's problematic and good and interesting and fun at the same time. See the summer Hikaru died, for example. Because man, oh man, is there boy love in there? But man, oh man, is it also problematic? Man, oh man, raw chicken. Anyways, no, Rem, today I have a recently finished airing seasonal romance anime for you that I think is just, just what you're looking for in a Valentine's Day episode. Like, it's not the kind of show that people have been clamoring for years and years since it's brand new.
Sean, but... you're anti-hyping this episode so fucking much.
Okay,
nobody wanted to watch this, and let's face it, it's between important episodes, so this one's gonna be a stinker, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy.
Okay, fine. I'll go into full hype mode, Rem. Rem, this is an anime that we haven't seen the like of in a long-ass time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's a lovely little romance anime featuring our main character, Mari Asaka. And she is, not like the brightest student ever, but she does her best. She tries her best. And she has a very interesting meet cute with the new transfer student. Ooh. And unfortunately, this transfer student, being with who he is and perceptions as such, is unfortunately dealing with a lot of prejudice in the world. And because of that,
All right, let's play a
kind of
game.
had a
Spot the
hard
reason
life.
for the prejudice. Okay. The couple options, all right?
All right.
Now we could be race, but as we all know, anime does not like touching that with the 10-foot pole, all right? It could very easily be class, especially if it's sort of like fantasy or anything. It could also be like pseudo class, where it's like, oh, the class matters, but not really. But I don't think we're doing either of those. I think instead we're going into something like, oh yes, there's great bigotry for you are a fucking cat boy, and the ages of our people discriminate heavily against pretty cat boys.
Wouldn't that still tie into race?
Or
is that more like...
I would say explicitly no, because the anime wouldn't want it to actually... the anime would not be using it as a metaphor for race. They're using it solely
I see.
as a plot point, and in fact, some would be bewildered that you could read race into it. And then if you did read race into it, it'd be, frankly, worse. So...
Oh, yeah. So and when you say pretty cat boys, are you quite literally just talking about like me when I stream, where I'm just a lad with a tail and some cat ears?
Yeah, there's not much of a conceivable reason why it's like, oh, they call me a freak, and it's like, you're mostly just a fucking dude. You're mostly just a guy.
You just happen to have cute ears and a tail.
Yeah,
what's up?
But apparently it's such strife. That's the direction I think we're going, at least generally.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Rem, it is not anime about pretty cat boys.
Okay.
Or cat girls. I'll even give you that.
Okay. The essence of my prediction is still in play.
The essence is still in play.
Well, yeah, the details aren't, but the essence still might be, all right? If you're like,
yes.
no, they're, it's a pretty witch, or, et cetera, right?
Ah, yes, because as we all know, witches can never be pretty.
Well, I mean, this anime may treat it just like, oh, it's a crazy thing. Oh, witches, they're so evil. It would just, one of those things where it's mostly just a person, possibly with helpful abilities, that everybody hates for no reason.
I see. Well, then I don't think I think you basically covered the broad spectrum of what this show could potentially be. All I really need to tell you is that due to this particular prejudice, sparking interest with Mari, the main fella's name is Sunagu.
Okay.
Hidaka. And Mari is, after this interesting interaction, kind of falls for him and wants to be with him and wants to learn more about him and his strange situation and what he's truly like. Because, if you grow up in a society where there's any kind of differences in class structure or personage, not to get too real, but, in the abstract, let's just talk in the abstract right now because things are fucked in our country right now, so let's not talk about it. This is a day of love, and it's supposed to be a nice, lovely, romantic interaction between the two.
And of course, this is the anime adaptation of the 2018 Disney film Zombies.
What? Disney made a zombies film?
Yes, it was a musical about zombies being allowed into the high school. I believe that later on they introduced werewolves and aliens.
Huh.
I haven't seen it, but I've watched a Big Joel video.
Oh, okay, that explains it. That makes way more sense. I never actually told you the title.
All right,
of this
here we go.
Anime,
All right.
did I? The title of this anime is Kimi to Koete Koi Nai Naru. Any guesses on the translation for that?
They all say the Spoon Man is creepy, but I think he's kind of cute.
Close enough, I suppose. It's especially funny because I've definitely read titles that have similar, that have used those exact words in different ways before. But hey, the direct English translation for that is the one that they officially decided to go with is "With you, our love will make it through." An alternate translation is "Crossing the walls of love, beyond the border, in love we are." The shortened version of the Japanese name is Kimi Koe. You can see why I forgot to mention the title. It's not exactly super inspired.
Sure.
Yeah, but just in case, I think that's basically all.
I suppose
you really need to
thought
know.
that, because look, it ain't gonna be about an immigrant. Lord, no, I know how Japan goes, so that ain't the border they're talking about. So, are they talking? It could be fantasy world kind of thing. In which case it could be just like, oh, a boy from the cute cat boy civilization. Could also be like ghost, like border between life and death, and she's fucking a ghost.
Would you fuck a ghost?
I would need to understand the logistics.
The mechanics are what are tricky.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't. I would not.
Man, do I have some alternate reading
If I
materials
started
that
dating,
may help you?
if I started dating a ghost girl, right, and if things started progressing towards that, I would be like, hey, we need to have like a conversation. I've never been with a ghost before. I don't know how any of this fucking works, right?
Man, oh man, there are some AO3 stories that I could probably find for you if you really want them, Rem. I'm sure people have written about this exact same thing. And man, oh man, I'm sure the concept of consent is very frequently brought up. But yeah, no, I think you basically know all you need to know. And just to make sure that you get the right one, I'm going to type out the title and also send you the poster so you have an idea of what to keep.
Are you going to not fucking tell me whether I'm right or wrong? How what he fucking is?
Well, here you go.
He's a dog? A ghost dog?
Well, he's not a ghost.
He's a dog?
Yep.
Okay, so first of all, was kind of right. He is much more dog than anticipated.
Yeah, he is full dog. He is full dog, man.
That's just,
Congratulations.
Here's the thing. They have a cat girl behind him. Not a full cat person like the dog is. Dog. He's just a fucking dog. But there's a cat girl behind him. And
Sure.
I don't think you can have both. I don't think you can have like sort of halfway where it's like, oh, I'm just a normal person, but I got
she's
ears.
pretty cat. I'm gonna be honest.
She's got ears and a tail, and other than that, she's fully human.
I just sent you a picture.
Okay, I guess a little bit more cat, but still nowhere fucking close to the amount of dog that the dog is.
Well, Rem, hey, look, it's going to be up to you to really find out if the question being asked is accurate. With you, will our love make it through, Rem?
No, don't fuck a dog.
But that's a man dog.
I don't know if it is.
I mean, technically high schooler, but the point still stands.
I don't know, man. It seems just like a fucking dog. It's like if you saw a skateboarding bulldog and you were like, no, look, he has like sunglasses, he's wearing a cool hat, he's skateboarding. He's basically a man. And I'd be like, no, that's a dog.
Well, hey, maybe this alternate poster will help.
It doesn't. That's a dog. This is a fucking dog.
Oh, man, I'm sure the furries in our audience are going to love coming to correct you.
It's a fucking dog, dude.
Well, hey, it's all about love on this day. So without further ado, let's go watch some Kimi to Koete Koi ni Naru. And we are back after watching the first 4 episodes of the, lovely Valentine's Day show, Kimi to Koete Koi ni Naru, or With You, Our Love Will Make It Through. And tell me, Rem, do you feel the love this Valentine's Day? Did this inspire some secret desires you have long since locked away? Or is that still just a dog?
Look, Sean, let's address the horny elephant in the room. I don't think anyone is going to be surprised to hear that this anime, it ain't up my alley. It's not my kind of thing.
Oh,
that being said, I do have to admire and respect Sean showing me his 2 favorite shows back to back with One Piece last week and now this.
Okay,
he's pouring his heart out.
See,
and...
in psychology, we call this deflecting, Rem. Usually when you immediately pin something on somebody else, that usually is a sign of deflecting that you don't want to confront your real feelings about a subject.
Well, I mean, let's face it, what you have just shown me this week is Zootopia meets 50 Shades of Grey. So, I mean, it's 50 Shades of high school furry porn, and I think that I think our lovely listeners know who's going to be more into that on this podcast, all right? Look, they all know how much time you spent in that theater, Sean, and what you did.
It's factually inaccurate. There's no convictions anywhere.
So yeah, this is the foreshadowed Omegaverse anime. That was
We've already done that one. We've already done the Omegaverse anime.
Here we are again. Because it's all about dog boy with wolf-like features and oh god, the pheromones, and it's mating season. And look, initially in episode 1, it begins weirdly reserved. All right, cliche but reserved. Where it opens up, it has your standard sort of like pretty animation, pretty shoujo animation that's high quality, but at this point, common. It's the common level of quite pretty. And we get some backstory about the beast folk and oh lord, we'll get there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's completely reasonable and understandable. Yeah.
A girl sees the dog and
the dog has a name.
Yeah. So they climbed over the wall together.
Okay.
It is a really funny meet cute because it's the cinematography, as it were. It's framed like a normal meet cute, right? Like, oh, and then you catch each other's eyes. And so you see her anime eyes, and then it cuts, and it's a dog. Which is very fascinating. And then we learned very casually, the dog, Hidaka. Where's the stress on the word?
Hidaka.
He is getting bullied in class, right? Basically, it's it's the most. It's like, can you talk to dogs since you are a dog? And our protagonist, I'm gonna call her Mari. It's a big thing about whether they're using their first name or their surname, and they go back and forth. So I just did what
you could remember.
I was introduced to,
yeah,
and so it's gonna be Mari. All right.
Yeah.
Mari, sort of like in her thinking, she's like, "Oh, that's rude and unfair," just because his ancestors might have mixed with dogs, but I mean, and I'm like, wait, whoa. That's the lore? That's the lore we're going with here. The lore isn't that just like sort of these beast folk, like evolved alongside or something like that. No, it is that humans were fucking dogs. That's the lore. That's what we're going with here. His ancestors mixed with dogs. And this is just casually thrown away as a line. What the fuck are we talking about here? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you? I'm bewildered. So yeah, that does add a certain level of perhaps, might I say, deserved bigotry, at least to the ancestors. Because they were fucking dogs. And that's not great.
No.
So that fucked me up for a bit. And in an ideal world, I just would have dissociated to such a degree that I didn't watch the rest of the show. Unfortunately, I did watch the 4 episodes as required. So,
yep. Hey, man, look, this is just meant to be a nice some romance for Valentine's.
So it's episode 1 is mostly just your standard like pulpy high school romance stereotype, quite Twilight coded, right?
Yeah.
And initially
insanely Twilight coded. Are you kidding?
But then as I realized, it's not Twilight, it's 50 Shades of Grey, right? And I mean that very specifically, and it does do that transformation, and which makes sense because of course 50 Shades based on Twilight. And so it's like it opens up with Twilight dynamics, and then as it continues on, you're like, oh, I see. We see the evolution, because Hiraka is just so fucking talented, and he's fucking ripped, and he's the smartest kid, and he's so kind and generous, blah blah blah. He's the perfect guy, you know?
Yep.
Which then does put this in the category of the clumsiest racial metaphor around. Because it's like, oh man, see, they were different than us, but the most perfect individual arrived and showed us that some of them can just be perfect, I guess. See, and thus we don't need to be bigoted when confronted with perfection. And it's like, is that? I don't know if we need to recognize the perfection of the other rather than recognize like the humanity of the other. That's probably the more important level there. And you know, I would understand if this was half a century ago and it's like, oh, okay, we're starting to us white folk are starting to broach the topic of racism, and so let's touch on it a little bit. Turns out some of them are all right, and that how that was just insanely progressive. And then it was like, hey, but maybe we can do better than like that message. I understand progressive for the time, but maybe like we can do better. And
in the year of our Lord 2025.
Yeah, because you know, I would like to think, and don't get me wrong, 2025 narratives still have a long way to go on that front, but I mean, they've come a long way for the most part, with some exceptions, one being this goddamn show. That just feels like a very rudimentary and clumsy form of racism metaphor. And even that it's like the racism metaphor is the most overt, but I think it even wants to shy away from that and more just wants it to be a softer metaphor for any kind of other. But mostly it just wants to be smut. It just wants to be horny. Because, as we learn, hey baby, it's mating season. So at one point, Mari and Hiraka become locked in the sort of supply closet in the gym by the bullies. And
that classic trope.
And he smells her sweet scent and his pheromones go wild. So he immediately mounts her and begins licking her. And it's like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Episode 2, we open with, now it's time to introduce sort of there's actually a trio of characters that are in the main group, right? We have the dog, we have the girl, and we have who I'm going to describe as the bisexual cuck. You know, that whole these great mythic archetypes, you know. I think it was Joseph Campbell who wrote about the lady, the dog, and the bisexual cuck.
My god. What kind of hero's journey are they going to embark on? Oh my god.
Tale as old as time, ladies and gentlemen. And that is Ida. He, or Ada, I don't know, who cares? He is...
The fans of the show probably care, but I think
look,
Ida is
I don't
appropriate.
know how much they care about him, actually. They care about sexy dog, all right?
Yeah, that is
Ida's
true.
whole thing is that he is deeply infatuated, overtly with Mari, but also, like, very obviously with Hidaka, right? He wants that dog in him. He's only made vocal that he's crushing on Mari, but if you see the way he interacts with Hidaka, he wants that dog in him.
He's a big fan of tricycles, this guy.
Yeah, but he's also just like very supportive of their relationship and wants to help them out. If anything, if this were a semi-competently written show, how it would end is actually with a little polycule, right? Where because Ida's sort of arc is always trying to make their relationship happen by removing himself. And if anything, the arc would be satisfied if it's realized, hey, I understand you think you're trying to be altruistic and charitable, but actually what's best is for you to get involved and let's be a happy little triad. It would be bewildering if, if that's where we got, right? Because with the sexual politics of Japan, they might tolerate fucking a dog, but, polycule, now that's crossing a line.
We need more cheetahs in the world, I think.
So, Jesus Christ. Ida shows up, he frees them. Hidaka had to remove himself because he struggled to control himself and whatnot. There's some more bullying going on, and it's very your prototypical exaggerated, meaningless bullying, right? They're like, he's better and different, and we don't like that. We don't like that he's better than us and different. And unironically, that's the level of dialogue we're working with here, all right?
Yep.
This is... I wish that I was satirizing a point, but really I am just communicating it.
Yeah.
And it satirizes itself sufficiently. Hidaka is like, I can't be around Mari because I get too horny. And Ida invites both of them over and is like, look, we're a happy trio. What's going on with you two? And then he locks them in the room together because he's the cuck, right? So he's like, all right, let's see what happens. And they're horny, but they keep their composure for a little bit. But then, oh no, start to lose control. And then, hey, trigger warning,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
If anything sexual to any degree, including less savory sexual things, is not to your liking, you can leave now. And now that you've left, Hidaka fully plans to rape Mari. And now, fans of the show could say, look, very clearly Mari is into it, which isn't the defense you want for something like that. And while that may be true, it is clear that is also largely a non-factor. Because it's not that Hidaka is interested at all in consent. He's lost control and he's just gonna go for it. Fortunately, Mari is able to push him off. And after that, Hidaka's just like, yeah, I think we'll be okay as a trio. I think we can still be friends. I think, I think it's all cool. I don't think anything could go wrong.
No.
So fucking yikes, my guy. We're going into awful territory. It's truly, look, while I'm not one, I would defend the furries, all right? I think they get a bad rap. The problem is this takes like the most problematic elements of the furry community, the ones that even they shun, and also, namely just like being interested in genuine animals, which is the vast majority of furries not at all interested, all right? That's not how they want their dog. But also, at the same point, within this anime, they explicitly talk about how the ancestors mixed with dogs. So, you know, but then it mixes those elements with all of the worst and most problematic elements of 50 Shades of Grey, and of course Twilight, and fucking yikes, my guy. It'd be okay if it was just smut. Weirdly, it would be more acceptable if it was hentai, Sean. Right?
Yeah, and this is not. This aired on TV.
Which is wild! It's like... oh my god. Episode 3, let's see, a lot of miscellaneous bullshit happens that really does not matter in any meaningful way. Hidaka, he's the smartest, so he got the top in the test scores, which means one of Mari's other friends immediately becomes radicalized.
It is quite dramatic how some of these decisions come about.
Yeah. One sec. Let me. There was one. I need to remember a name.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's Look. Mari's friend just goes full Riley Gaines and is like, somebody from a marginalized group beat me, and thus I must go full bigotry. Yep. I must do it. It is the only thing.
Option. Yeah.
They displayed superiority, and thus I'm fully radicalized. I don't think they deserve rights anymore. And I don't know, they the backstory that they really just shove into here is that this girl, her parents are strict, and this girl wants to write novels, but her parents won't allow her to write novels unless she's always number one in the class. But
which
also,
is a trope
like,
we've seen before, but has done much better in other shows.
Yeah, and she's also just like writing the novels
anyway.
in books and shit. And so, and like, she ends up like ripping it all apart and taking it apart. But like, homie, you can just keep writing. I don't know how to tell you. Your parents aren't going to have a fucking clue.
Yeah,
like,
it's not like they're going to read what you've written.
Yeah, you just gotta keep reading. If anything, just keep a notebook at school. Like, it's it's not a big deal. There's plenty of stories where like strict parents and things can work. This one, it's clumsy and awkward.
Like the rest of the story?
Yes. Also, as we all know, Sean, if somebody had certain dog traits, right?
Yeah.
Like Hideka, understandably, like he has a great sense of smell, and so he can even track people in that way, right? Which makes sense. He's got big old chompers. Makes sense. All right. Dog things. And then, as we all know, as all dogs can do, he can jump off a multi-story building and be fine, and jump back up very easily.
Hey, Ram.
These are just things that dogs can do.
Hey, Ram. You know, jumping down, I feel like that's more of a cat thing, isn't it? And jumping back up, I don't think any animal can do that.
Sean, you can't tell me that right now.
I can't. Why is that, Rem? Have you been throwing dogs off of buildings?
Dogs are supposed to be okay. That's one of their special powers, Sean.
That they're always supposed to be okay?
Don't tell me that Bobo the big dog, my good old childhood pet, is not okay. They told me he just jumped to a different building. And I believed them.
Did the building happen to be a farm upstate?
So Hideka has superpowers. That's basically the core of it. And there's two responses to Hideka, right? There's either people who are like, he's different, therefore I hate him because I'm a bigot. And that's almost exactly their dialogue. Or there's people who's like, he is actually the single greatest that's ever been. Oh my God, he's the most talented, coolest, sexiest, smartest fella around. And those are the only two responses. Nuance is dead. Fuck you. Episode 4, we get a 3v3 basketball game with some randos. The dog is really good at basketball, but Mari gets hurt. And so, they go to handle that. They get really horny. They start making out. They get straight up ready to fuck. They're gonna fuck? I thought you were straight up gonna show me an anime where they fuck, because I need to emphasize they're both like, let's fuck.
Yeah.
But her leg hurts, and so she's like, oh, actually, we should handle the injury. But they planned on fucking. And then they go to a dog park where the dog and Mari confess to each other, and Ida is there holding Mari's actual dog. I don't know, it's a metaphor. As he listens and gets cucked. He's a bisexual cuck. That is his role in the story. I need to emphasize that.
Yeah. Look, when we said we wanted more bi representation in media, I don't think this is what we meant.
Oh God, no. This is rough. Pun only half intended. And
Oof.
If you're horny, I feel like there's better options out there. I feel like there's better options out there for you. I can't imagine. I guess, look, if you're really into romantic, smutty, furry tropes, then I guess this
you
does
can watch Beastars
fine.
instead.
You could watch Beastars instead. But maybe Beastars, you know, it's too avant-garde for you. It's too mature for you. And you want...
Considering what you said about Beastars, that is very funny.
Oh, yes, I'm aware.
Okay. You remember. I'm so proud of you.
But this is even more simplistic, even more juvenile.
Yep.
This is truly just, let's mix some tropes together, add absolutely nothing to them. Which, if you like just all of those tropes, and you like those tropes more than, like, story or character or well-done romance or even, like, sexy smut, then, okay, here you go. Here's all these tropes that you ordered. But nah, don't do it. Don't do it. It's simply not worth it.
Nope.
Sean, I won't look down on you for liking it, but I don't.
Okay, listen, please do not associate me with this. I had to put this here because this was the exact antithesis of everything we say goes into a good, healthy relationship building. That's why I picked the anime. That, and also the idea of at the last minute telling you, oh, he's a dog, by the way, was too hard for me to resist. That is
he's
the
a
reason.
fucking dog.
He is a dog.
We didn't even meet the cat girl.
No, not really, no.
Who I'm still pissed off at her design and just how much more human it is. I guess her ancestors, they fucked cats, but like less cats.
There's been a little bit of dilution throughout the years, I suppose. It's, it is a wild world and a wild setting that Man Oh Man was not well thought through at all, and genuinely is just kind of like the most bare bones fetish fuel for a show that, like, for the most part, is rated for teen consumption, which I don't think is great.
I need to emphasize repeatedly, they're about to fuck, right?
Oh,
and repeatedly, it's like there's just straight smut scenes where it's like, yeah, look at that dog on top of her. Oh, he's nibbling and licking, and he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? These are key fucking kids, dude. They're kids, and one of them's a dog. I do need to ask: is he 16 in human years or dog years? Because either fucker's about to die, or fucker's actually 2.5. And either way,
I don't. They didn't exactly go into that particular detail,
or or is it like sort of split in the middle, and it's like anthropomorphized to dog years are like 3.5, in which case he'd be 5, which isn't much better. But
as far as I can tell, they don't really address that, which would be a thing to maybe address in this kind of concept and setting. But if I had to guess, Rem, I don't think they put that much thought in it, and they probably just live the same amount as humans. They just happen to be super powerful animal people.
Yeah, look, so somebody was like, let's mix Omegaverse with 50 Shades and a little bit of Twilight and give it to the weebs.
Well, see, it can't be Omegaverse because it's straight.
Well, first of all, there's a bisexual cuck involved, all right? So fuck you.
Right. Let me re-clarify. They're not two male-presenting humans that just so happen to have the outdated wolf theory as an aspect of their biology.
Okay, but it has the things that also get emphasized in the Omegaverse of
like
primal
alphas,
pheromone-induced lust with mating seasons and shit.
Right.
So
that's
like
not
it's
only an Omegaverse thing. I think the crossover here is the fact that he's a dog.
he is a dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Long story short, he's a dog.
All right. Then how about this, Rem? Since this is Valentine's Day, what do you recommend people watch instead for this lovely romantic season? And you cannot just say anything else because we have clear examples of things that are worse than this.
Well, of course, shout out to my boy Sean. Gotta add Zootopia and Zootopia 2 to the list.
Okay, listen here.
Otherwise, he would be angry at me. So I have to mention his goats.
Your death will be swift.
I'm just. Oh, did you want to mention the? I mean, you said we can edit around it. We can have you be the one to recommend them.
No, this is for you to look, man. People come to you as a sort of relationship expert, both from our podcast and in actual real life. You have had that situation so many times. So clearly, you have to be an expert on romantic media that heavily features romance that's worth watching, that demonstrates flawed but good relationship tropes.
And see, even for like good romances, I'm often not even just like, give me a wholesome romance. I'm like, just give me, it's all right for a romance to be kind of fucked and flawed as long as the show knows that. For instance, Better Call Saul has an amazing romance, a stellar romance at the heart of it, but also Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I was not expecting you to bring up Better Call Saul.
It's a great show. Similar like BoJack Horseman, filled with well done relationships. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
If we're looking for some more recent ones, La La Land is a fun one. If you want something horny, if you want something horny but compelling challengers, horny tennis, that's better. Let me think for a minute. Palm
Don't you
Springs.
claim to be a love expert, Rem?
Well, yeah, but it's not that I have a million romance things lined the fuck up at any time. Palm Springs, fun time loop romance.
Which we did do an episode on, funnily enough.
I only have 1/7 of a memory of that, Sean. That's very weird. Like only a small fraction of me remembers that.
Believe me when I say I remember it heavily.
If you wonder what the fuck we're on about, hey, check out the last 12 Days of April Fools if you haven't. And if you were one of the few people who thought that a day on time loop bingo may have been just repeated a bunch, I don't know, maybe you should give one of the other ones a try and see if there might be more that you were missing. Because I know that happened for quite a few people. Anyway, yep. I'm a big fan of there's like some good classic screwball romance comedies that often have fucked dynamics but compelling chemistry. His Girl Friday, The Philadelphia Story, good old Casablanca, baby.
Ooh, going real classic.
Roman Holiday. I'm a big fan of romances where they don't end up together. Because if anything, that's...
I wonder what your girlfriend thinks about that.
No, but within stories, you get a greater sense of yearning, all right? And the yearning is the thing, all right? Yearning, it's the prime root of romance. And when watching media, often you will get the greatest intensity of yearning, and thus the greatest intensity of romance, when it is kept from you. When it is not just forbidden, but truly impossible. Like that, oh, baby.
If you guys want a weeby example, Freerin is very good at this. Because you can tell that the hero Himmel fucking loved Freerin, and Freerin only starts to kind of figure that out after he's been dead for 30 years. So, if you like that kind of yearning, then whoo boy.
Oh, man. There's all sorts of very fascinating, compelling examples. Admittedly, I'll be the first to say, romance isn't my genre, not because I don't think romance is compelling, but because I think that when it's the main genre, it is often poorly done. And so I usually prefer it as a secondary or supporting genre. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where it can enhance the rest of what's happening. And there's still plenty of amazing romances, but usually it falls into less interesting tropes that I don't fuck with. Mm-hmm. And once again, for me, I'm much more interested in watching relationships displayed in a compelling way rather than in necessarily a sweet or wholesome way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, hey, there you go. Some actual thought put into the idea of romance and good storytelling. All of that you just said, not in the show we just watched, huh?
Lord, no. God, no.
That's a real problem, isn't it?
This show is dog shit. It's got that dog shit in it.
But we know what you and I think about this show, Rem. What do you think the general weeb population think of this fall 2025 show?
Okay, so first of all, it is pretty and it falls into a bunch of tropes. And so initially you'd think, then the weebs must love it, right? Mm-hmm. Because something being pretty and falling into all the tropes, oftentimes the weebs are like, yeah, that's transcendently good, which is unfortunate. But I think because it's so overtly horny and furry bait, I think it will actually end up, frankly, for little reason, at least compared to the things the weebs praise, I think this will be one of the ones that gets laughed at or becomes its seasonal lolcow. You know what I mean? Where it's yes, and then the weebs all all decide they hate this one, despite the fact that the shit they like is often equally bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be a 6.81.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I think the weebs decided to bash it. Not insanely, but a fair bit.
Okay. Well, Remington, only 11,000 people rated this anime.
Oh shit, wait, then it might be niche. Oh fuck. All right, well.
You might say the most niche.
I thought it would breach containment and become a laughing stock. But all right, let's hear how I was wrong then.
Well, so full confession from me, the only reason I know about this show
No, I
at
think
all.
we know the reason you know the show, Sean.
Okay,
but
shut up.
What narrative do you want to share with the podcast?
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Is because one or two of the VTubers I follow were tagged in it, and by like circumstance, I happen to see it. And those VTubers are known for a certain love of a certain Elden Ring character, and that's how it came into my purview. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Is there a horny dog in Elden Ring?
Oh, God, you don't know Blide?
I don't.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna show you Blide.
What can I say? I'm not up to date on my horny dog lore.
Here's a gif of him. There you go. And let me get you like a full body in-game model for you, just so
He's got weird proportions.
Oh yeah, he's like 8 or 9 feet tall.
Yeah, he's got the body of a giant, but the head of a normal dog.
Like
he should. I feel like he should have the head of a giant dog since he's got the body of a giant man, but he doesn't.
And here he is in-game next to a player character.
I'm gonna love with you. I don't get it.
Does it help if you know he has a very deep and rumbling voice as well?
No. For me, that ain't enough, all right? For me, that ain't enough.
Well, he was already disqualified because he has a tail. Like,
it's true.
Actually, does he have a tail? I don't think he does, actually. I think he is just human with dog head.
All right, well, give me the rating. Show me the damage, coward.
All right. No cowardice whatsoever. With those 11,000 ratings, Kimi to Koete Koi ni Naru is sitting nice and pretty at 7.15.
Yeah, I knew it would be a bit higher as soon as the low rating was there. Because my prediction was based on assuming
this breaching containment and a lot of people knowing about it. Yeah, no. This was one of those seasonals that came up when there was a lot of big returning seasons happening in the fall 2025 season. So this was just like one of those weird niche shows that popped up, and if you have any remote connection to that weird side of the internet, you may have noticed it. Otherwise, people didn't really watch it. All the positive reviews are what you would expect, and all the negative reviews are basically exactly what you just said. So,
yep.
Like, the only thing you're wrong on is just the exact, like, scope and scale, which, hey, maybe that's part of the trick sometimes. But yeah, no, by and large, people who don't have, like, any remote interest in anything related to this show, by and large, find it pretty fucking awful. Like, it's the kind of show that, man, oh man, if you're into that kind of thing, people are probably going to disregard all of its flaws and issues. And if you're really not, and you happen to be watching almost every seasonal that comes out, like a certain somebody.
And look, let's face it, if you're a fan of the show, you found the show, right? You heard the rumblings of horny dog anime, and you were like, oh, perfect. And you knew, and you self-selected, and you're there, right?
Yeah.
There's no one that is going to hear about this and be like, oh, that sounds right down my alley. No, like, anybody who wanted it, they knew. They found out.
I mean, why do you think I waited till the end of part 1 to tell you he was a dog?
God damn it. All right, well, there we have it, folks. Happy Valentine's Day to all.
Yeah, and I'm sure the next time we cover a proper romance, it'll be a better experience for everybody involved, especially me, because I don't have to watch the whole damn season. And let me tell you, did not like that whole damn season, because what you saw in the first 4 episodes, it's more of that, but they do try to push the wholesome angle way more, because you know they try to quote unquote drag you in with like the over the top like sketchy scenes.
No, guys, it's wholesome primal animalistic lust. You don't understand.
Yeah, and like then it's like, oh, look at how far they've come from that point, and it's like, hey, dog, that's not great. That's not great at all. Like you gotta.
It's wholesome to hardly be able to respect your partner's boundaries. That's just, you know, How loving.
All right, but with that, thank you all so much for tuning in. If you enjoy Remington celebrating Valentine's Day in the worst way possible, then please head on over to wherever you get your podcast and leave us a review. They do mean the world to us, and we do read every single one. And if that is still not enough for you, twitch.tv/anime-out-of-context, where myself, Dylan, and Remington occasionally play video games very poorly. Lately, Dylan has been playing a vampire, Survivor Island visual novel type of thing on Mondays, and has just been VAing his heart out with edgy black and white vampire stories.
It's if vampires were on Survivor.
Yeah, exactly.
And they vote each other out, I guess. I don't really know what's going on. I'm in love with you, but it looks kind of neat. I like the art style.
That is exactly the vibe. And it is, it's got that strong, horny vampire energy that you're looking for mixed with the incredible violence. So yeah, if you like that, on Mondays, you can go and check him playing that.
The game is called Fledgling Manor. You are a freshly turned vampire who wakes up on a game show where being voted off means decapitation. The character design is absolutely fantastic. The writing is great. There are several quite fun romance options with varying levels of toxicity. And I'm going to climb 8 like a tree.
Or if you like me better, which we all know you don't, then I am usually playing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays is Final Fantasy Day, and I am starting Final Fantasy V now, so, we're almost there. We're almost to the era of Final Fantasy games I've actually played. But if that is still not enough for you, patreon.com/anime-out-of-context, where you gain access to all kinds of lovely bonus material, including the opportunity to be thanked live on the podcast. So, Rem, who are we thanking this week?
As always, we would like to send our thanks to all of our bland bitch protagonists, as well as our magical girls, who we really appreciate. But moving on, we get to our yandere waifus, who are smelling our scent and hardly able to control themselves. And on that list we have Gripin.
It doesn't sound great there either, does it?
Gripin. And now we move on to the boy wizard tier. What are they going to get this week, Sean? Mal wonders whatever happened to the big hole. Look, the big hole it's omnipresent, all right? Even if I'm not talking about the big hole, it's there. The big hole was the friends we made along the way.
It's a bit like Mystery Flesh Pit National Park,
Tech Turtle, the wheel is rolling towards a Mirai Nikki revisit. Random Belgian Waffle, Yeti Ramsey, why didn't it do that in the first 5 episodes? Name of Rem's sex tape. So, wait, all right. Just to clarify the meaning. So, presumably, I do many different episodes for this sex tape, but in the first 5 episodes, I struggle to get it up. Would that be the lore there? And yet I still I guess, have the determination to keep going and include the first 5. I want to tell a hero's journey with the sex tape.
I'm curious to see where the mentor comes in on that one.
Back to the normal potato farming, I guess. Is Eggshon and Judy Hopps Yuri, #diversity win. Will Remington talk about the time God makes Hosea marry a hoe. Gandalf wants to take Sean's Hobbit to Isengard, wink wink. Sean was right, Rem does need a Bakugan revisit. Sean blocked my cock. Princess Sayals did it again. Ryan Moody. Week 35 of using my Patreon name to request code Geese. Sparsy, that time I reincarnated his podcast host and forced Dweeb. What does Goon got to do with it? Double Barrel Rollins is going to turn his cock into an actual shotgun so we can show Judy how much of a gun-toting Republican he is. Swaraj Verdi, Jake Dent, Wolfire56, Leonard98, Lucky Stars, the King of Moe. Sean, please put Rem in the jar. I'm getting bored of Judy. Melania deserves a real episode, no April Fools. I can't believe I made an account for this. Wes Kane Dillon, I've hidden a soap bar with an indent of the cage key. Use your vampire powers to create a key. I don't know how that works. Okay, so one of vampire's powers is being able to ironwork from a soap mold. The old obscure vampire power.
Like pulling the iron out of blood, maybe? Which, hey gang, I also love when they do that kind of thing in anime, but once you look up how much iron is actually in blood, you realize it takes so much fucking blood to get any usable amount of iron.
See, I want to show off, so I'm in the process of replacing all the iron in my body with straight gold, baby.
That'll be a hell of an obit.
As a side note, I have been feeling horrendously unwell. Continuing on, rather, we have Bento Kato. Hey, Rim, would you pick up an abyssal whip next time you get sent to the abyss? Thanks. Sean just wants an Appletini and a place to stick his weenie. Remington is right. You can iron my lungs. Red Pill Rollins wants to foolie Judy's coolie. This week's identity pitch. Sean actually puts effort into the boy wizard tier for once, Rollins.
Jesus fucking Christ, what do you want from me? Half the time it's a struggle.
Oh, calling you the fuck out. I mean, to be fair, you could theoretically put any thought in advance. You know it's coming. You do know it's coming. By the time you choose what the episode's going to be about, you know it's coming.
That is true. But, it's... Look, when I picked this one, I was like, I'm just going to choose dog breeds, aren't I? I'm just going to choose dog breeds because, what else do I choose?
I don't know, furry terms.
Furry terms?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to really make this not safe for work, I'll pull up some furry terms.
I think that has some flavor to it.
The flavor is going to be discussed for some of them, because I feel like some of them are made up just to scare off people.
Hey, we're an 18 and up podcast. We're not going to define any of them, all right? You have to Google them. And it's self-selecting. If you're scared to Google it, what you got, don't. Excuse me, that lolly is at least 500 years old, John. Insert appropriate response here. Rem, how could you hate this fucking show? Rem, how could you like this show? C.O., Seraphim the Shark plushie, Aisha Gudgy, Blarf, Macaroni Uchiza, Daniel Wright. The Danish Viking will conquer the world with Rona Zora as my navigator. Sean ruined my happy sugar life when he became a double-barreled Mendes, filling everyone's holes regardless of consent. Super Zoo, Erica McCorkle. I really hope I wasn't late, I'm so sorry. Link Jokerl, Hayden Cristani. Sean wants to give Spoon Man a thank and yank. Rem uses the drums of liberation to free all weeps from bad anime. I want a Marvel movie starring Sean as Spider-Man and Remington as Big Wheel. Shyamalanathon apologist. Hey, there we go.
God, I do love that. I genuinely think the person who recommended it does have a fear of me for some reason, which I find funny.
You do want to kill them.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like
I
when
feel
they least
like you should.
it,
I feel like you should have a fear of anybody who is intending death unto you.
Oh yeah.
So.
But now that I know it's somebody that we know IRL, like that just means that I'm all the more likely to be, in their cupboard when they least expect it.
Daddy Rum, tell me a bedtime story about Sean's nut. Turbin, the capybara's love for Gojo is infinite. Make Sean watch every Adam Sandler movie next year for April Fools. Stacy's mom, Amazing Muffin, watching Requiem for a Spoon Man at 0.5 speed. King Rich Rock, pro tips out of context, says run out things post will come back soon. Titan CNH, the Susanator. Rock hard for Jude. Sean is actually Dr. Sex. Sorry to expose you. His secret identity.
Wait. I would look that up, but I feel like I would regret it.
Yandere Neko, anime. If Miska magnetizes the steel bolt in the stone, she thinks she could cheat her way into the Olympics in curling. Fern the Fern. G. Bottomake, Bear Trap, another long name. L'enfer Puig.
Stellar pronunciation, my man.
Dylan, if you could just, instead of me struggling, if you could just add the sort of Google pronunciation of that.
I'll do you one better. Here's a Welsh weatherman saying it.
Clan by the push gwing, go get a quindrobble, clan to Cilio go.
Nailed it! Rem doesn't completely hate my favorite shows. No waifu, no lifu. What's the only thing better than Nicholas Cage? Whomst, Cheese Monkey, Jax, Fenrir Foxhole, Professor Fox, Jam Hands, Sean's Judy Hop's Carrot Butt Toy. Farmer Weeb wants Sean to know the bullying will continue until morale improves. Then we gotta translate this next one, so... Valio La Pena, Ross Palmer, Cassidy, and now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier. What are they gonna get this week, Sean?
Well, I mean, we've already talked about it. They're going to get a term relating to the furry community. And if you are a member of the furry community, just know that we do love and appreciate you, but my God, I am going off of the first couple of Google results. So if any of these are incorrect, blame Google.
On that list we have Triangle Warlock.
Okay, first one, anthropomorphic.
Cowardice. Tailsterbath.
It's the first on the list, motherfucker.
1.20205, Oregon Just a Perry's constant. I am unfit. That's the first one. One sec. The infinite sum of the reciprocals of the cubes of the positive integers.
Huh.
Yeah, look, that one was a new one to me.
Yeah, no, I'd never heard of it.
I got a degree in mathematics, and I ain't ever confronted a Perry's Constant.
Probably because it's not the most relevant thing.
What do they get?
Oh, they can have furry.
Melnick Suzuki.
The fandom.
Will is celebrating 8 years in episode 400.
Fursona.
Dominai Trigun, it will red pill even Rem.
Fursuit.
Rem, what is your opinion on Iron Lung? Well, hey, great news for the literal pre-banter of this episode for our patrons. So you already know. You got it.
Yep. Fur meats.
Rem is now Fooly and or Cooley.
Wares.
Umbrasite.
Otherkin.
Big Rare Kumiko.
Bronies.
That Mouse Girl.
Planties.
Truckoon Operator number 42.
Oh, you're not gonna like this one. Fleshies.
What the fuck? Bon Clay, Goat, and Kuma has the saddest backstory.
Smoothies.
Sammy K's here to remind you that that you've got Uno and it's free, you fucking Belmont.
Post-con depression. Swedish
Weeb.
Con crud.
Roscop.
Like, both of those are, like, just convention culture in general. Yeah. God, I am also reading that this list is from 2016, so it is over a decade out of date. But hey, that's fine. Hugs, Huggles, and Cuddles.
Carver 2... Did I say Carver 271?
I think you did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sean lied. In fact, they had not gotten to Carver 271's name, so I am going to give you Knotting. Knotting.
Chris Thorstad wants Rem Daddy to take the wheel.
Breaking the magic.
Spoonman
I bet you can guess what that one means.
I don't want to know. I hope it's the basic definition I'm thinking of and not the weird definition I'm thinking of.
It's like the wrestling kind.
Okay, cool. Spoonman the Aristocrat is here for Party Quirks.
Scritching.
Power Cells WWE question of the month. Which current superstar has the best looking finisher?
This is the one that you shouldn't Google. Yiffing.
The Great Butt Ball of Despair misses you.
Marf?
Beethoven 1201.
God, the farther into this list I get, the worse it is. I just want you to know. Myrrh.
Wheel Tums.
A fur pile?
Silent Secondary.
Persecution.
Miguel De Leon.
Not allowed to say that word. Because that is some 4chan lingo from the early 2000s.
Oh,
that's
God.
for certain. Yep. So yeah, this is way out of date. But it is also the first Google result. Fur-foo? That
And
just seems rad.
Allfather only just realized on the 2nd that the 12 days drops next week and he's heckin' excited.
You know, let's just go with suit envy. That's a much safer term. Again, I apologize to anybody in the community. Also, this list is fucked.
And now we move on to the inappropriate Joey Wheeler tier, where Sean, as Joey, is going to...
Careful.
There's so many options I want to do, but that aren't, like, good, but they entertain just me. Just because they would make you look silly. But I will say that for our inappropriate Joey Wheeler tier, Sean, as Joey Wheeler, will tell you what animal your fursona is, and I will tell you what, like, special quirk or twist it has.
So dog but blue.
Dog but blue. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more creative than but blue, but we'll see. On that list, we have
the people of the anime weren't, so.
Follow anime out of context on Blue Sky. Luffy is a poor man's Goku. Robin has no personality. Sanji would be in the Epstein files. Ubao. Don't you love when they start fights?
Also, coming from that, yeah, you definitely haven't read the thing, clearly. Okay. In that case, your persona could be a snail.
But you are a cyberpunk snail, all right? And you keep all of your cyberware in your shell. That's kind of dope. That's kind of dope.
Like jokes aside, like taking that out of the context of a persona, that's a fun concept. Like I could very easily see that happening in like a 2077 situation.
Next up, we got Tonight is All About You, Baby, and how you make me feel so good.
You can have a tawny frog mouth.
How saucy. But
have you seen those fellas, Rep? Are you familiar with the frog mouths?
I think it's what I'm thinking of, but yeah.
I love them. They're so good.
They just look so weird.
That's kind of what I like about them.
Yeah, they're little freaks. But the twist is that you are a black and white golden age film actor.
Ooh. Okay. Fascinating.
And last but not least, we have pineapple flavored delicious. Thank you, Sean. Happy 400. Here's to 100 more.
You can have, come to think of it, neither of those are technically furry, aren't they? I'm probably going to get flamed for that, but that's okay. I just wanted fun animals. So you're going to have a capybara.
And with this capybara, you're going to have a Jacqueline Hyde situation going on, but half, is going to be, like goth and half will be cottagecore. So there you go. Thank you all for tuning in. If you want to reach out for a comment, question, feedback, or recommendation, you can send an email over onto animeoutofcontext@gmail.com.
Once again, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate you very, very much. Happy Valentine's Day, and as always, don't fuck your sister.
Do 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 do. You have just shown me this week is Zootopia meets 50 Shades of Grey. So, I mean, it's 50 Shades of high school furry porn, and I think that I'm horny. It's wholesome to hardly be able to respect my boundaries.